inside a hotel in Los Angeles. We can see Hanma Yujiro peacefully enjoying a smoke. The former president is saying, "You know, ultimately, I won this election. Okay, Mr. Hanma? You can't take Bidum's oath. The election was fake. It was. They used every trick in the book. Corrupt from top to bottom. That sleepy old man has defrauded the whole world. I'm telling you, Mr. Hanma. You have been tricked. Bidum's a fake president and he has made an ass out of you." However, even with all that talk, Hanma Yujiro didn't reply. The former president continued, "Mr. Hanma? Huh? Really? Is he sleeping? Hello, Mr. Hanma?" Then the former president tried touching him. Just outside the hotel room, the new president is thinking. The oath. We, the United States, pledge to Master Yujiro Hanma our friendship, offer to him our earnest respect, and promise not to impinge upon his life. We shall, in all circumstances, uphold and honor this agreement. To God we swear the truth of these terms. Okay, since the start of my campaign, I've repeated these words to myself again and again. Any mistake I make here could mean it was all for nothing. I could even die. His bodyguard then said, "Mr. President, it's time." The president is thinking. Ever since I first got involved in politics, how many times have I heard the name? Ogre. A single man with a fighting force greater than a first world nation. But before the president can even knock, the ogre said a word. Enter. This is it. Here we go. But surprisingly, we see the former president all beaten up. President Bidum then shouted, "Trump? What the hell? Why is he?" Yujiro replied, "Don't know. He was out when I woke up. My guess is, he tried to touch me." "Take him and leave. There'll be no oath." "Yes, sir." We now move on inside the Karakuan underground arena. We can see Hanma Baki pushing the small giant Rikishi. However, Komusubi Honoo managed to stop him. Then grabbing the champion on his shorts. Throwing Hanma Baki like he was nothing. But the son of Ogre is not hurt one bit. He is even smiling. Komusubi Honoo was shocked. Same as last time. I didn't even see him step in. With that tiny body. He drove me all the way to the fence like it was nothing. I may not be too tall, but I'm almost 100 kilos. Yet, he did that to me. Meaning, I would have lost in the dojo. A Sumatori, would have lost. Me. A Komusubi. He's a veteran warrior. But he's gotta be what? 60 kilos? 70 at most. Hanma Baki. You're like a rifle round. Then the Komusubi rushed towards the champion once again. Hanma Baki is thinking. I knew it. No matter how trapped you might find yourself. Always move forward. That's sumo-do. That's grand sumo for you. Then Hanma Baki unleashes a strong kick. However, the Rikishi managed to dodge it. The champion Baki would later say, "The expectation I had then of what was coming chilled my blood. But what was different from my prediction was where I was crashed into. Right. It wasn't the ground." Then we see Hanma Baki helplessly lying on the ground. Irachi Doppo commented. "It's one bad fall. He did hit the fence without putting up his guard, but to see Baki completely laid out by a backdrop." Kenryuizan replied. "That's not what it was. What Honoo did is somewhat different from a backdrop." Komusubi Honoo regularly drives out much bigger Rikishi with straightforward Yorikiri. With a body that small, to pull a man upwards of 160 kilos off his center of gravity. I'd say, his back can lift well over 300 kilograms. That being the case, he caught him from behind. And used that 300 kilo power to rip Baki not upward, but backward off the ground. Slamming him into the fence. 300 kilograms of back strength, plus his own 100 kilo weight. Plus Baki's 70 kilos. A good look at the fence tells you it was hit by about half a ton of force. Hanma Baki then whispered. "Figures. Modern sumo doesn't go for the finisher. That's why I can just sit here." Then the champion stands up. He then said, Man, you're fast. Fastest in the sumo world, right? How about I test your speed? Komusubi Honoo versus Hanma Baki. Who's faster? Who's lighter on his feet? Here. Then Hanma Baki offered his hand. And they slowly closed the gap at each other. In the very moment they touch, Komusubi Honoo quickly goes behind the champion. However, the son of Ogre disappeared. And he managed to go behind the Komusubi instead. The spectators commented. Whoa. Baki's so fast. Yeah, he's so fast. Komusubi Honoo then crouched down. And he tried to get away from Baki. But Hanma Baki still managed to catch him. So the champion followed it up with a strong kick to the chin, instantly knocking out the Rikishi. Hanma Baki then said, "Hey, Komusubi. You still alive? Neither of us has much left in the tank. So, what do you think about this? Let's have a punch out. Pure and plain. To finish this up." Arachi Doppo commented. "Well, isn't that sweet of him? What do you have to show us, Komusubi?" Then Hanma Baki took a wide stance. "Come on." The announcer shouted. "Whoa. Wow, what's this?" An abrupt new offer from Baki. He's inviting his opponent, admittedly a small man, but a Komusubi in Grand Sumo, to come at him in a straightforward punch-out. Then all of a sudden, the Komusubi took a familiar stance. The spectators commented. "Is he? But that stance. What? Oh, his stance. That's no sumo stance. He's taken Hanma Baki's stance." What do you guys think of this fight so far? Do you think this sumo Rikishi can use Baki's stance against him? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to my patron, a Patreon of the Aughts, Jacket, Isam Harris, Awesome Swayceable, Gerald Martinez, Carrot, Imran Bra, Stephen, Eduardo Molina, Baylors, Jarvis James Amu, Juan, The Broken Monarch, Sam Shires, Xanda Claus, Lamonta Denson, Aaron Wieland, Valente Jr. Villegas, James Barry, Evan Edrock, Vel, Caleb, Shade Jackson, Kaiser Roche, Buffology, Momo, I Meet Rabbit, Big Samzilla, Spike and Damo, Midas, Luke Warmvoss, Sander, Kevin Arias, Jason Jacobs, Mikey Selfrez, Cool X-Ray Gun, Travis, Alec Morin, Just Danzo, Joshua Ash, Dwight Rigby, and Jaden Robinson. We really appreciate your help. Our next video will be about the peak of modern sumo, meeting the ancient style of sumo. Stay tuned.